Hey, hello, America, world. It's E.R.C City again. I'm here, 4:20 in the morning, in the AM. So, here's my doggies too. Come on, can I say hello? Okay, Buggy, Buggy. Oh, yeah. Buggy, say hello. They just ate. Anyways, we've been out training. I've been swimming. My eyes a little bit red this morning. I got up early. I got a pool next door. I don't want to have to take my shirt off again, but honestly, that whole thing with TKO, I saw the game. I guess it was Sunday night, and everything that happened with Patrick. No, it's a sorrow time. It's time for grief. It's time to be thinking about him. What happened to one of my best friends, very first game of the season, and it sucks. I tore my ACL playing basketball. Actually, when I was 40. So that's almost 20 years ago. It's a tough one, but he's young. He'll be back, like he says. So. You know, everything that was going on before, we can tone it down a little bit, Travis. It's all right. Plus, I already kind of gave you a way out last time. You know, with the basketball thing. Then, actually, on Sunday, I was watching you jump for passes. Tried to jump for a pass, and it became pretty evident that you weren't going to be able to beat me at basketball either. So the last thing I want to do is humiliate you. You're like a superstar, married a superstar. So I'm trying to find a path that everybody can win, a win-win situation, you know, for everybody. And so, plus, when we showed you on the sidelines, it looked like somebody superimposed Pee Wee Herman's arm on you. And so, I will take my shot. I think I'm going to take my shirt off now. It's good. That one is not Pee Wee Herman. I already told you that scar right there. That's where I had Steve Austin's bionic taken from him when he unfortunately passed. I had one of my buddies from the hood do that. Actually, Rodman did that for me. The Rodman I've been talking about since Halloween. If you don't know who Rodman is, he's a brother from the hood in South Park that I used to ball with. I kept him around because he was a good rebounder. He's got lots of tattoos, blonde hair, wears spandex every chance he gets. He actually, I think he might have invented spandex. He shows up to talk shows on spandex. It turns out, okay, so the whole story is, hold on. I see him at the hot tub next door. This is right after Halloween, this whole thing. I'm going to try to catch everybody up. Travis, you too, that way you don't have to watch all my videos. Yeah. I see the Rod Man. His name's Dennis too. Dennis Rod Man. You know, everybody's been asking, is it Dennis Rodman? You know, we'll just move on. We're going to move on. The thing is, I'm not going to disclose everything, okay? I got a good inside scoop. What he told me was that whole thing that happened with the ship, North Korea dropping the ship on the concrete instead of in the water. Apparently, the word for water and concrete in North Korean were similar. So that was an honest mistake. They can't find the crane operator anymore, but nobody was blaming him apparently. And at the same time, he was also telling me that Putin was in that submarine that was floating around in the Mediterranean with all of his poison frog. He was doing an experiment on the poison frogs that he used to use as a child when he had his evil lure, when he was growing up. I used to shoot kids with spit wads, with poison frog tip spit wad darts, and then the kids he didn't like. And then by 6th grade, he had like a chain, you know, with a suitcase he'd carry around, and then none of the kids were messing with him. He already had a lot of like KGB recruits by that time anyway. So now, you know what he has. And Trump just told him that Ukraine is going to use all of his money for their war somehow. So that is an oxymoron. It could upset him. I think he's upset. Anyways, that's a whole other story. So it's in my other videos, but the gist of it is, I ended up saving the world. And so after I saved the world, Trump came here, and we had a round of golf, because I told him I'd straighten him out already, and be his personal golf coach. And so he came just to check it out. And it turns out his new Air Force One from Qatar has a hovercraft mode, because they have so much money they put one on. And so he landed right here on a small airport next to my house. So what happened was, we played a round of golf. The problem was, so when the plane landed, and Melinda came out, and I introduced myself and everything, went to hug on her. It turns out she was mad because her name really isn't Melinda, it's Melania. So I kind of blew it right away, like up front with the person that really mattered in the whole situation. But in the meantime, we worked through some of that, and he said he would let me be his mechanic since I had my A&P license, certified aircraft mechanic, that I could, you know, keep this plane purring to make sure also that, you know, there was no sabotage. Like, so I'm going to check that out for him. And he also asked me to be his gesture, so I told him I wasn't going to wear the costume, you know, but I would wear the Make America Great hat. And then we started talking about everything else, red and blue, and the division in the world. And I just told him, why don't you be king, Melinda be queen, and then we'll let the Democrats figure their part out when it's their turn. And that's fair, you know, king and queen. Ed, my boy Ed, you know, you can relate to that. Why not? Our system sucks. So anyways, we need to change. Travis, I'm not going to fight you, just because once I saw the Pee Wee Herman arms, I knew, you know, I probably need to choose somebody else to take out all my aggression. But it was nice to talk to you, nice to meet you. Taylor, hopefully still want to be opening up for you and Ed at some point, so everybody's on good graces. That's a good win-win. Here in America, seems like we've just been staring at like a flag half-mast flying half the time in the wake of children dying in schools. I think it's been like over 200 times since late 2009. Seriously, Mexico goes second place, only 8 fools. That's great. But not if you're the United States. We back Ukraine to strap yourself in the fact behind us saying they're strapped with AKs. Look, Sandy Hook and Uvalde, they're not about to go away. They shall be here to stay. So bow our heads in prayer. Right now I can barely speak, let alone breathe. I'm dreaming on my knees alone, listening to tones that are deep to me. Things are a little freaking bleak in the Middle East and overseas, and Iran and Afghanistan. Damn, please, peace. I understand the real woes. I stand with the rest of free folk, hoping the best for them, being made less of a man standing next to them, testing them, or protesting with them. So batter off their feet, turning their chatters in the street. It's nothing worse or sadder than I take heed and sing and let freedom drip and rain. It's me at your Rap City, back streets of Rap City. South Park, Travis, you're off the hook.